Hello there, welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Ungainly Titan, and I think this episode is going to be more about me nattering on about future plans and current events and a few other things like that I just want to communicate with you people. First off, well, I didn't bother with the ranked battles, mostly because it was tier 10 and I just couldn't be bothered. And secondly, it's the weekend, and I tend to use the weekend, for front loading my video uploads. Yeah, I do 2 or 3 videos over the weekend. That gets me going for most of the week. It frees up my start of my week to do other things. So this is kind of my third video recorded this weekend. Because I spent... The other thing is, I was kind of crippled in the weekend. I get a foot problem with my arches. I hadn't had it for nearly a year now. It kicked off because of the amount of sedentary lifestyle that I was leading when I was minding my mother, and I was just not exercising enough, and I was using flip-flops a lot because I used to keep the house quite hot because of her tendency to throw bedclothes off. So shoes would just make your feet really sweaty, and even slippers would make your feet really sweaty, and I was just using flip-flops, and it turned out to be, I just paid the price for it. But I get a flare-up now and again. It was quite bad over the weekend. A hot bath actually this time softened it out and allowed me to massage the foot without too much pain, and it's recovering nicely today. However, and I also backed my car into a skip and smashed the back window, which didn't help my weekend either. So, but in World of Tanks terms, I am looking forward to the German Dream Machine ops, because I'd actually be quite interested in both of the machines that I don't have, which is the Hidden Stug and the King Tiger. I don't have the Hidden Stug, and I think I'd probably find it quite fun. I like TDs, and particularly like camouflage stealthy TDs. I don't know much about the Stug. I haven't gone up that line or got as far as the Stug, but I've been reasonably impressed with the German TDs so far, and don't know if I can make 1650 points in the time allotted. I'd probably struggle to do it. I know that in the last 2 ops that I did, I kind of struggled to do it, and previously when I was doing these ops, they were more or less a full-time job. I don't know if at the moment I want to devote that level of time to them, to make them a full-time job again. But I might, we'll see. It's only the month of August. Now, I do have better selection of tanks than I've ever had for this kind of an operation, on the other hand, in that they're allowing tanks of many nations. So I have the Churchill 3, which is an ideal candidate for this kind of thing, because it gets premium XP boost built in, applied before other boosters, so it tends to do well in matches, particularly if you can get it to survive to the end. Even if it doesn't score a lot of damage or a lot of hits, the Churchill 3 just does well experience-wise. The KV-220 does well. Well, it should in theory at any rate. I could see it doing well for this kind of an operation, and I have one. I haven't played it much either, so it would be an opportunity to play that. I also have the captured KV-1, which I think would again be ideal for this, and I probably would have the occasional game in the Tiger 2 and in the Stuart Meal. At least maybe get the daily doubles. Other tanks that would be fun, I might even play the KV-2 a bit more. Just because the KV-2 is a lot of fun. I mean, I had a couple of games early, was it Thursday, Friday night, Wednesday night, I'm not sure exactly when I played the actual games, but it was in the middle of the last week anyway, with the KV-2, the TOG-2 and the Kaiju. Kaiju actually might be a tank that I'd play a few games in as well. Problem with the Kaiju is that my crew members on the Kaiju are abysmal. I mean, they're trained in the tank, and I think I'm on the verge of completing Mentor, 97% or something. But I've no other skills on the Kaiju, so it's pretty basic. But you can have a lot of fun on the Kaiju. Now, the trouble with, of course, these kind of games is that if you're going out on a Kaiju with very little skills, you're kind of in trouble, because everybody out there is trying hard for these ops, and the amount of gold that just goes flying around the map is unreal. It's one of the advantages of going low tier as well, because with low tier the games tend to be over fairly quickly. I do have 8 million in the bank, so I can afford to fire gold back at them. It'll probably leave my gold reserves somewhat shrunken by the end, which is okay. I probably live with that, because I'm actually I think on average I'm making money on the Tiger 2, and I'm making considerable money on the Stuart Meal, because it's quite easy to get Fire for Effect, and once you get past Fire for Effect you tend to make positive credits, particularly at the lower tiers. I mean, it's only tier 7, so the sort of penalties that you get at higher tiers for credits and the cost of ammunition and stuff like that isn't as bad. You're more likely to make profit. Tier 8 is kind of harder to make profit at. I generally do alright at tier 8, but I don't make rapid profit, should we say. You know, you won't bank up money pretty quickly at tier 8. I don't think I could make, well, depends on the tank. There are some tanks I might make money at tier 9, but on average I wouldn't. I'd lose money at tier 9. And I'd lose it hand over fist at tier 10. So that is, that's the German Dream Machines. Yes, so I am looking forward to that. Whether I'll make it at the 2 tanks, I don't know. I'll definitely make one of them. I'll definitely make the Hidden Stug. If it looks like I won't make the other one, I don't know which will I go. I'll probably go for the 1,000 points and then see what I'll do and how much time I've left as to which tank I go for. But I would definitely like to play the KV2 a bit more. I've just got the yen for it. In fact, I'd love to platoon KV2s. I think it'd be awesome. And the KV2 video was quite successful. It's one of my few World of Tanks videos that has broken 10 views. It's 13 at the time that I'm recording this. Don't know why. Google Analytics tends to be not as informative as Google might make you think it is, especially since when you look at it now, when it's up there for what? So it's Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 72 odd hours, and if I go into the deeper analytics, I only see the first 6 views. The remaining 7 or whatever is still not available for proper analysis. So I'm going to have to look at it next week and see if I can figure out exactly what it is about it. So I've run out of game to continue in nattering, so please feel free to comment, like, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all again soon.